everyone. Welcome to a segment of URAC News. I am your host, Destiny Husband, and I am here with the pastor of the Upper Room Apostolic Faith Church, Bishop David Reed. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're so excited to hear about your new adventure. Word on the street is that you have a third book.
Third book, working on the fourth.
Working already?
Yeah.
You said all gas, no breaks.
Yep.
No breaks.
Yep.
Okay.
I was talking, so I'm writing.
Okay. So can you tell us about, your first couple books? Like, what are their titles and where can we find them at?
Well, the first book is Back with a Message after COVID-19, when I had severe COVID in 2020, March 31st. I went into the St. Francis Hospital and couldn't breathe. My oxygen level was at 40, and that's how it stayed until a significant amount of days, and they did everything they can to try and get it up, and couldn't go up, and it went downhill from there. Had to be put on the ventilator. Stayed on there 13 days, and during the 13 days, I had a vision from God, and He gave me a lot of stuff. First, He dealt with me personally, but He gave me a direct order to do something, and I chose not to do it, but I did it on my own time, and that's when I went downhill, and He nailed me on that first and foremost. And a lot of things that I put in the book that what the Lord gave me were kind of a vision that I had. Then I thought I was going to die literally, and after I came through, they told me that they thought they was going to lose me, and I'm thinking that was during the time when God had my attention. So lots of things was said. So I wrote 2 books about that. And the second book is a 2% chance, because they told me that's what I had. And so I wrote my topics on predicated on those what they told me, and then also what God had told me. And what He told me in the vision is leading me to write and write. So I'm up to this third book now, and writing their fourth one. Some adding to what the word says and things like that. Not so much about the COVID or the experience that I had, but the word that God told me that He would let me live and go back and tell His people what He said. So that's where we at as far as writing is concerned. That's what inspired me to write what I'm writing.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. Yep.
I had the pleasure of reading your first couple books. They were really good. The first one was a pretty short read. The second one was more detailed, so I really enjoyed that. And just your vulnerability. So we appreciate you for listening to the Lord this time and doing it in His timing. So
well, I promise you that the third book that you're writing is to be more in detail, because it's dealing with direct what He told me to write. So it was so much, so I entitled the book Here a Little and There a Little. Then predicated on Isaiah, the 28th chapter, verse 10. It said precept on precept and precept on precept. You repeated itself line on line, line on line. Here a little, there a little. And then the other scriptures in Hosea 4 and 6. So my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And that's what I'm trying to convey in this book about hidden knowledge that we don't have, but God gave it to me in a vision. So bring it back to the scriptures, and they can say, "Oh, now I see." That's what I mean by here a little, there a little. You don't get it all at one time, but you get a little as you go. So.
Yeah, like a progression.
Right.
Right. As someone who has such a deep connection to your faith, what's one thing that the readers can take away from your book, Here a Little, There a Little?
Okay, Here a Little, There a Little is that, I didn't see that. I didn't understand it. But now, I didn't see it like that before. I was wondering why I went through this and why that came out like this, because they wasn't aware. Sometimes we have to break things down and explain, and they can say, "Oh, this is why that happened." Like the Old Testament versus the New Testament. The different origins and things like that, different time frame, and now we understand. So, so it was here a little, there a little bit in the Old Testament. As it got coming this way, got a little more, and now we're almost at the end time, so we got to hurry up and play catch up.
Right.
So we won't get caught out in the storm. So, and that's why I'm writing as a sense of urgency
Mm.
to get people to really to pay attention to what they have read and what they're reading now, and how can they digest that or put that in right perspective so they can be safe.
That's good.
Mhm.
We're gonna be safe. We're gonna be safe.
Absolutely.
Can you
Amen.
tell us where we can find this book?
Well, right now, this book I got now is the beginning stage. I just got it a couple weeks ago. Well, not even probably a week ago, and my publisher is trying to strike a deal with Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, Barnes and Nobles will be able to carry it. But right now, we're just doing it through word of mouth and also through my internet that the church has to offer, and that they can give their information where they want it sent to,
Mhm.
and I in turn tells them how they can get it, and they can do it via through Cash App to pay for the book. It's only $14. But if out of state of Kansas, of course, you gotta have shipping and
Yeah.
handling. That's for $4 additional. So
Um,
about 14, $15, for the book. But once you get it through Amazon or uh, Barnes and Nobles, that's be a different price probably. So
yeah.
uh, this is how. Right now we have them at our church, and if you want to come by there and pick it up, or you can call me, or I can meet you somewhere, or give me your address, and we can mail them to you and things of that nature. You can go to hither@cox.net, which is my personal email address, and say interested in the book that you have, and I know what that means, and put your information in there, and I will get them to you.
Okay. In regards of your publisher, do you mind telling us who you worked with?
My publisher, Emmanuel Wallace, and lives in Milwaukee. Not Milwaukee, but Great Bend, West Bend rather, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He's been publishing for 5, 6, 7 years now, and he does a fantastic job on the book. The very first book that I had published from another outfit here in Kansas, in Newton, Kansas, but they no longer exist.
Mm.
But changed the name rather, and they did a good job too. But another two books, my grandson Emmanuel Wallace, he did a good job,
The
and
Dream
he
Publishing.
also has books too that's available. So I think you can go on Amazon or either go to Barnes and Nobles and find some of his books that he's written.
So a faith-based publisher of Dream Publications.
Absolutely,
You
that's
did a
it.
great job.
He did a good job.
Well, we want to thank you for your time.
Yeah.
You did an excellent job. I'm excited for this book. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm ready to give you some. So I can
Yeah.
get some information here and there,
Yep.
and there, and there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there.
Little,
So you can
little.
bring it on home.
That's right. So just want to encourage everyone to try to read it and read it with a prayerful mind.
Okay.
Okay. And,
Okay. Here a little, there a little. This
uh,
your signature.
yeah,
That's nice. Who do you
and
dedicate this book to?
I'm dedicated to the Upper Room Church and to my lovely wife.
Aw,
Yep.
that's so
Upper Room
cute.
Church inspired me tremendously, whether they know it
We
or not.
inspired you the positive, or was it negative?
It's little both. Here a little, there a little.
Here, there you go. There you
But
go. There you
my
go.
picture's on the back of it. Want to know who I am in case everybody want to know who is this guy. And I'm on the back, and I'm on a lot of places through the internet, and daily prayer show, Inspiration Hour prayer show, and
Mhm.
and
And you go live a couple times a day, right?
go live 6 o'clock in the morning from Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays we go at noonday, but Monday through Friday we had 6 o'clock prayer, and we had noonday prayer, and we had 6 p.m. prayer. And on Fridays is Saturday we let you sleep in on Saturday morning, and we back on at noonday, and then back at 6 p.m. So every day of the week we doing something for the Lord. And on Sunday we at church. So
Yeah.
Monday this rotation go over and over and over again. This all inspired me. Well, prior to COVID,
Mhm.
the Lord told me that something was happening, something was going to take place. It's in the book.
Mhm.
He said this a national disaster was coming.
Mhm.
I said, what are you talking about? National disaster? I'm thinking about a bomb or Russia or something like that. And then next thing you know, they start talking about this virus.
Mhm.
And after that, then I just kind of blew it off a little bit. And we took a trip to the Holy Land, Israel, over there. And when I went into a replica of the tomb that Jesus was in, and he kind of spoke to me again concerning it. Said it's coming. That's all, man. What's gonna happen?
He gave you a little bit there.
Yeah,
You bring it on
got
home.
it. Here a little, there a little. There
I
you go.
got you.
So when I got here, it really, the big bomb blew up about the COVID, and then God got me involved. So
a little bit there, a little bit there.
yep.
One more time, can you give us your cash app where we can send our funds so we can purchase this book?
Cash app, you can send it to Bishop David at 63 capital $, capital D capital D DAVID, then capital Bishop B ISD HP 63.
Well, there you have it, folks. You can also follow him on socials at Facebook at Bishop David Reed Sr., where he does go live for his prayer show. He's been very consistent and very diligent, and he be on there. So you can call in and give us your perspective or send out your testimony. Or you can join him live on Facebook. He's also available on Instagram. Yeah. And I believe you be pretty active on there. He be under my stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
But again, we thank you for your time. You did an amazing job.
Yep. I do want to give another little something Lord lay in my heart. Okay. I'm into, not a comedian or anything, but I'm a comedian at heart, hiddenly. I don't express all of my comedian, but I'm into flipping commercials. When I see a TV commercial or I hear a radio commercial, I take it and flip it for the benefit of salvation. And I'm getting ready to put that together on a website or Instagram. I might even come to your tutelage for that. I just want everybody to know I want to flip what the world commercial into God-like perspective so you can get a better understanding. Just like here a little, there a little.
I was just about to say, you're giving us a little bit here, so we got to follow you so we can get the more there.
Absolutely.
It's really exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the book as well.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the fourth one, too. Okay. It's on the way. It's on the way.
All right, then. Appreciate having me on. And God bless you. Pray for us. And that everything will be well.